talk about.
It's quite poor. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Ian. This channel is all about music and art, and if this is the first time that you've been here, you are most welcome. So this video I'm going to review a product that is to help with tinnitus, and that is Flare Audio's Karma. Now, full disclosure, this is not a paid review, but I did reach out to Flare Audio and they sent me a set of Karmas free of charge, so thanks very much for that. Flare Audio are a company that are known for making earplugs and headphones and in-ear type headphones. I have to say I've never tried any of their other products. I'm currently using a pair of live music earplugs because they have ear protection up to 29 decibels, and Flare earplugs work in the same sort of range. So Flare Audio, I'd be happy to review them if you want to send me a set. So and the same goes for using their in-ear headphones. I've never used them. I use Cambridge Audio Melomania's ones, and I will have a review of them coming up soon. So what are Karma? According to Flare Audio, Karma is a small device worn in the ear to reduce stress. Karma features a unique technology that reduces distortion in our ears and calms your environment in a subtle but potentially life-changing way, according to Flare Audio's documentation. And this is what they look like. So let's have a look at the introduction by their designer, Davis Roberts.
Hi. My name is Davis Roberts. I'd like to introduce you to Karma. Over the last 10 years, I've been developing loudspeakers, headphones, earphones, and even ear protectors, all with the sole purpose of improving the way we hear sound. But more recently, I've discovered there's a barrier in my way, and it's actually in our own ears. You see, our ears have evolved into this shape, which is the concha just behind the tragus, and an ear canal, and it resonates like a bell, and it does that to alert us to risk in the wild. In fact, it's adding over 20 dB of resonance, which is in fact distortion. What that means is we can't enjoy music properly. It becomes a real problem when we listen to different headphones or listen to loudspeakers at gigs. We all have an opinion on what the sound sounds like, whether it's good or bad, because of that added distortion. So what I've developed is a very simple technology made of silicon that just pops in your ear, and it alters the shape of your ear canal and the concha so that you can hear high definition sound. You wear Karma when you're listening to headphones or to any loudspeakers or even going to gigs and concerts, and it drastically increases the sound quality that you hear. What we've also discovered is because we're lowering distortion, you can wear these during the day. You can wear them out in a busy city or on public transport, and it drastically reduces your stress. So you can't be triggered by the sounds that were distorted anymore. So Karma is a really exciting product, and we hope you enjoy it.
And it's also worth noting that Karma's, well, they're not cheap. They're $19.99 UK pounds, 20 quid, and they'll be equivalent pricing in the USA and other countries. And if you order them direct from Flare Audio's website, which I will put down below, you'll get free delivery, certainly to the UK and the USA. And I do know that there are quite a few countries where shipping is charged. They charge shipping in China, Malaysia, Russia, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Turkey, Brazil, India, Mexico, Chile, Colombia, Philippines, a few other countries. So be aware of that if you're not in the UK or the USA. They also say that Karmas may help with the sufferers of tinnitus, which is the main reason that I wanted to try them. I suffer from permanent tinnitus in my left ear, and that's throughout years of playing in loud rock bands, as it was unheard of musicians using earplugs back in the 80s and early 90s. And I first started to wear a musician type earplugs in the mid 90s, and I didn't start suffering permanent tinnitus until about 10 years ago. So if you don't know what tinnitus is, it's the perception of noise or ringing in the ears, and it's a common problem that affects about 15 to 20% of people. Tinnitus isn't the condition itself, but it's the symptom of an underlying condition. Now, it could be several things that cause this, such as age-related ear loss, ear injury, or circulatory system disorder. My tinnitus doesn't bother me most of the time, and I can normally tune the ringing out, although some days are better than others. And if I've been playing a gig, what I tend to find is that it's worse for a couple of days, usually in both ears initially, but this ear it's permanent. It doesn't affect the music production work that I do. Flare Audio do not make any claims that Karma's is a cure for tinnitus. In fact, they have an article on their website saying that the product may help some people. What I found confusing was that their website did have the logo from the British Tinnitus Association, which looked like the BTA was endorsing Karma's. That logo now seems to have disappeared from their website. And after a bit more research, it seems that Flare Audio are a corporate member to the British Tinnitus Association, which means that they have donated a few £100s and are allowed to associate themselves with the BTA and use the BTA's logo. So, what comes in the package when you buy a set of Karmas? I received 2 types of instruction leaflet, both of which I read. Little packet with the Karmas, a little bag to put your Karmas in, and of course 2 Karmas. There is also a very nice handwritten message from the Team Flare saying, "We hope you enjoy Karmas, big love," and so big love back to you guys. Now, the first point I would like to make about Karmas is that I'd like to have seen some way of identifying which is the left one and the right one. Now, I have the same problem with earplugs, so please, 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 manufacturer of earplugs, start putting left and right on them or colour coding them some way. I want to put the same earplug or Karma in the same ear at the same time, just in case I might have an ear infection in one ear and I don't want to infect the other ear. That type of thing seems very simple, really. Now, there is a particular way that the Karma should be placed in the ear, and they have to go with the stem, the little stem, close to your head, like that. Flare advised wearing Karma for most of the first 24 hours so that you can get used to them. I wasn't able to do this for a couple of reasons, really. The first thing was, when they arrived, I put them in, and I've had them about 3 weeks now, so I've been doing quite a bit of testing with them. I went for a walk around outside town just to see how they felt, and one of the Karmas, particularly this ear, started to fall out. So much so that I actually finished my walk without the Karma in. I put them back in a little bag. The other issue is I wear a lot of in-ear headphones, and you can't wear Karmas with in-ear headphones. They just don't work. So consequently, I had to keep taking them in and out when I was putting in-ear headphones in. They work fine with over-the-head headphones. The only in-ear headphones that I could wear were a pair of Apple wired earpods. Now, they didn't stay in that well, but I could just about use them. Anything else I had to scrap, really. The main things that Karma are supposed to improve is the sound of things like hi-fi TV, crowd noise, and they work at a certain frequency. They're also there apparently to help reduce stress by reducing this distortion. I'm not so sure about that. So Karmas did do something, and you can certainly hear a difference. And it is, I would say, a very, very slight improvement when you're listening to the TV or to listening to hi-fi or that sort of thing. So let's talk about tinnitus. So did Karma help my tinnitus? Well, sadly, no. I didn't get any benefit for my tinnitus from wearing Karmas. In fact, I used them with high quality studio headphones, and they marginally improved the sound. Although I found them useful when listening to poor quality audio, such as when I was involved in a Zoom meeting. Now, Zoom meetings can be quite long, so it could be for like an hour. I found them beneficial then because the audio quality is quite poor. I also felt keeping them in for long periods of time, I never really forgot that they were in. And it was also disconcerting when one of them moves around, and very occasionally they'll move around. I had a sort of twitch with it. And lastly, after a few hours, I felt that they started to itch, so much so that I just had to take them out. Now, that might be just the way that I am reacting to the silicone. I don't normally have an issue with silicone, but certainly I do find if I've been wearing them a few hours, I just have to take them out. Now, although they didn't work for me, they might work for you. And I did have a look at Trustpilot. Now, they've had 5,651 reviews, and there's about 19% of people who rated the product as poor or bad. Now, I wouldn't rate it as poor or bad, it just didn't work for me. But that does mean that there are 75% of people who rated it excellent or great. So, you know, my feelings are I'm in the minority. And I think what the way you have to do is you just have to try them and make up your own mind. And if they don't work for you, then there's a 30-day return policy. Although, of course, you'll have to pay to post them back to Flare Audio. But, I mean, the reality is that I think it's one of these things that they don't guarantee that they're going to cure your tinnitus. They never, ever said that. And there seem to be plenty of people on Trustpilot who said that they did help. You know, they don't make any qualms about the fact that that was, for people that it did benefit them, it's an added bonus. Didn't work for me, but that's not to say that the product isn't good. Tell me what you think in the comments down below if you've tried Karmas. So I hope you liked this video, and if you found it useful, let me know what you think in the comments down below, and it would be great if you could hit the subscribe button. And a thumbs up is always much appreciated, and there is a growing collection of Patreons who are supporting me through this YouTube channel, and you get access to extra material and goods and stuff like that, and that starts from as little as £1 a month. So it'd be great if you could join us. The link's in the description down below, and you can always ding that little bell if you want to be notified when I post a new video. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. So take care, bye bye.